What's up, guys? Jeff Gamble, Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm super excited that I've been able to partnership with Darrin. We've actually been friends on Facebook. I want to say for like 10 years. We met inside of another company, always stayed in touch, always kind of looked at what each other were doing and had conversations about leads and about programs. And I was actually able to share something with him just recently that just made so much sense. We've decided to come together and actually work together finally. And before we get started, with what it is and how it is, we just need a huge favor. We just want to actually let people know what we're doing. So in case you run into the right person, you can refer them to us. So that's kind of the favor that we need. Now, the subject matter we're going to talk about is credit repair. The reason credit repair is so important is because a third of America actually has a credit score under 620. A third of America has a credit score between 720 and 620, and a third of America has a credit score above 720. So the easiest way to look at that is a third of America needs credit repair, a third of America could use credit repair, and a third of America could probably help the other two-thirds. So why credit repair means so much to me is I was a financial disaster growing up. At 19, while in college, I decided to get married, and then a few months later, I decided to quit college and go self-employed. So I went home and told my mom, who's a school teacher, and my dad, who's a college professor, that I was going to leave school and I wanted to be on my own and build my own business. You can imagine how well that conversation went over. It was terrible. They were pissed. But I did it anyway. I actually started making good money, and unfortunately, I went to a doctor a couple months later and then went to another doctor, and then they sent me to a specialist, and the specialist came back and said, I'm sad to inform you, you have cancer, which isn't what you want to hear when you don't have insurance and you're building your own business. But I ended up going for, some checkups that led to some surgeries that led to 6 months of chemotherapy and led for a year of me out of work and in and out of the hospital. That totaled to just about $250,000 coming out of the hospital. So I didn't graduate, but I owed more than the amount that I would have even for school. And at that point, I didn't want to throw in the towel. I was like, okay, how do I get out of this one? I was like, well, the only way I can think to get out is make a lot of money. So where do you make a lot of money? And I looked at all these different professions, and the only thing that I kept seeing on late night TV was real estate. The Charlton Sheets, No Money Down. He was on TV every night, walking people through houses and talking about how you could buy. And it just so happened my stepmom was actually an editor that helped write that. So my dad actually gave me that course. And I went to town, man. I devoured the course. I learned about it. I started buying property when I was 21, just turning 22. And in a 3-year period of time, I was actually able to take over and purchase 18 properties here in Indianapolis in 36 months. It was amazing. We made great money. From there, I went from becoming a real estate agent to becoming a real estate broker. We built a team of people here in Indianapolis. I got it built up to about 15 people, and we started making killer money, and I was like, man, this is my way out. I ended up getting a great house, 4-bedroom, 2-story, like 3,000 square feet, 2-car garage, new cars, white picket fence, corner lot, everything looked great. And then 2007 and 8 happened. In a period of like 6 months, banks fell apart. All of a sudden, the builders started filing bankruptcy. I had all these deals with one particular builder in town, and the builder called and it's like, hey, we're going under. All those deals you had, they're not going to happen now. So, I ended up completely wiped out. I ended up divorced, and I ended up from going that nice house to a friend's couch. And I spent the last $1,000 I had buying a POS pickup truck, no brakes. It was a 4 on the floor. You actually had to put it in gear to park it and stop it from rolling away, which it did once. And I ended up in front of an attorney, and I had to bring in all my paperwork and get my credit pulled and make sure I had everything. And I dumped every bill and everything he had. And he's like, okay, come back in a day. And I came back, and he's like, look, we added all this up, and you owe close to $3 million. And unfortunately, when you owe $3 million, there's no payment plan. He said, but I do have 3 options. Number 1 is you get on a plane and fly somewhere we can't find you. That sounded really good, but it wasn't what I did. 2, you're going to have to, win the lottery, or maybe you have a rich uncle that can buy you out or pay your way out of this. Unfortunately, I didn't have that either. And then 3, you're going to have to file bankruptcy and start all over again. And unfortunately, that's what I had to do. I had to file a Chapter 7, wipe everything out, and start all over again, which obviously, depressing time, not fun. When I got out of the bankruptcy, I'm living on somebody's couch. I have a, POS truck. and my credit score is like a 400, 400, just over 500. Not a happy time. So what I did is I actually read the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971. I read 3 books on credit repair. I read Credit Repair for Dummies. I read a book called Credit Repair, and I read Life After Bankruptcy. And basically I put together my own 6-step system to get myself out of the situation that I was in. I ran myself through those 6 steps, and 7 months after the bankruptcy, my credit scores had jumped to 691, just over 700, and a 729 high score. It wasn't perfect credit, but it was amazing. Everything had been cleared off. Everything had been, cleared up. And I actually give that system away. Anybody who wants it, contact Darrin, or, log in at the bottom of this video, make a comment and say, hey, I want the 6-step system. We'll send it to you. But I got known in the industry as that guy, as the guy who was helping people fix credit. I've actually told and taught that to thousands of people. I've helped hundreds of people buy homes because of that program. And fast forward to December of 2017, 2 friends of mine that knew that I did that approached me with a company and said, hey, there's a credit repair company out of Farmington Hills, Michigan that's actually expanding, and they're looking for people. They're looking for people to work with them. They're looking for people to open offices. Would you just be open to hearing about what we're doing? And a lot of my friends that were in direct sales all jumped into real estate because real estate's hot again. And I started getting calls about credit. So I was like, yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have. So that way, I can tell my friends, hey, here's where to go. So they proceeded to tell me, the company's out of Farmington Hills, suburb of Detroit. It's been around since 2004. The first 10 years of credit repair that they did, there were 2 guys, Mike and Paramel. The 2 of them put together a system that was automated credit repair. It's a computer system. So in 2014, they made a change. They made a change from traditional marketing to actually outside sales. And when they did that, they started piecing together a protection plan membership that not only did credit, but credit was the focus. So they partnership with the following services to kind of make this protection plan membership. Number 1, credit repair. Number 2, a credit builder program that basically teaches you how to get credit and increase your limits. 3, credit attorneys that help out with like litigation and payment plans in case they take something off and there's an issue. 4, smart credit. Smart credit's like Credit Karma, where it gives you all 3 bureaus, all 3 scores and updates. 5 is LifeLock, #1 identity theft program in America. 6, Debt Zero, basically a program shows you how to get out of debt with counseling. 7, My Care Plan. My Care Plan actually helps you create a will and a trust, and some counseling and services that help you do that. 8 is Financial Lockbox. That's actually a file in cyberspace where you're able to upload every single document that's important to starting over again. So we're talking about your social security, your passport, life insurance, your house note, all that stuff. I mean, we have so many passcodes now, people forget all that stuff. You put it in one place so that way in case of fire, theft, you lose it, something happens, you can actually press a button along with filling out a beneficiary form to get all that information back in one press of a button. Then they have 3 services to save money. They've got a portal, a website that save money shopping. They've got a portal to save money on travel, and they have a portal to save money on prescriptions, name brand prescriptions, anywhere between 10 to 80% off of name brand. They also have an education piece called Family Mint that teaches children about finance, 8 to 18, teaching about finance, teaching about money, what to do, how to do, school, and things like that, and we give away scholarships. So that entire package, that membership is together under the Protection Plan membership, and it's $89 a month. And I was like, wow, that's actually cheaper than most credit repair companies that just do credit repair, not the other stuff. There's a one-time $99 initiation fee, which is still less expensive than most companies. So it's $188 to start, and then it's $89 a month every month after that, and it's basically no contract. You basically get in, get what you need, and then you're done. Most people would ask, how long does it take? It takes about 40 to 45 days to actually get the first round of updates, and then it takes about 3 to 6 months. That's not FES, that's not Financial Education Services numbers. That's actually just, I've done this for 20 years. Most people get to where they need to go in 3 to 6 months of any program that really works. And then only about 10% of people need more work beyond that to get to where they need to go. My friends told me this and told me about the program exactly like what I just said, and I was still skeptical. I ended up signing up for the program. I went in, and even though I had good credit, I logged in myself and entered in, and they said, hey, the window popped up and says, we found 3 potential negative items. So I went ahead and said, yeah, I want to dispute these. They sent me a packet in the mail, and the packet came in for 3 separate bureaus, 3 separate packets. I looked everything over. Everything was pre-written, pre-put together. I just had to sign each one of them, put them in a separate envelope, send them to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. I did that in mid-December and forgot about it. The end of January, I got a notice on my phone that's an FES notice, and the notice said, hey, we just wanted to alert you. 2 of the 3 items have been removed from your credit, and your score has gone up 41 points. I was like, wow. I wasn't really impressed by the points, because I know that's what happens when you remove stuff. I was impressed that it was automated. But I'll be real honest, I still didn't believe it. I went over to another application I have that actually has my credit score on it as well, and just to check the numbers, and they were right. It went up 41 points. I was like, damn, this service is pretty amazing that it's automated. So at that point, I called the guys back that I worked with, and I said, okay, what are you guys looking for? And they said, there's 3 types of people we're looking for. Number 1, part-time or spare time, people who sell the membership only. You know, people who need credit repair, you just basically tell them how it works. And the company actually pays you a $100 bonus per person up front if you sell it this week between now and Saturday. So you have Saturday to Saturday. So it's starting Sunday at midnight all the way to Saturday at 11:59. Anything that closes that week, you get paid on next week's check. So you get paid every week that you perform. So you get paid $100 per client plus $12 a month every time they make their membership payment. So obviously, if they're only in for 3 months, it's $112 the first month and then $12 a month thereafter. You know, if somebody stays the whole year, I guess the potential is you could, you know, make $244 if my math serves me right, which isn't a tremendous amount of money, but you do get to keep your book of business as long as they're on the books. So that's the first way. The second way to make money is corporate accounts. We can sign up real estate companies, mortgage companies, auto dealerships, tax franchises, loan modification. That's really through corporate. I don't specialize in that, but we can get you the information on how it works. And then the third type of person was what I was really excited about. It was the recruiter trainer. A part-time to spare-time position where you're actually able to build a team. There's really only 2 things we do inside of FES. We sell the protection plan membership, and we recruit people who sell the protection plan membership. We're really only paid off of the memberships that are on the books. So as a representative of the company, you would have a membership, and they have a scale from $40 all the way up to $185, and it's a stair step. Not only is there money there, but there's also a bonus for helping somebody go out and get 2 customers, and there's a residual on every single membership that resides in an organization. They have all kinds of bonuses, car bonus, house bonus, on and on and on. If you want to know more about that, how it works, the breakdown, please get back with Darrin. That was the point of this video, is we just wanted to inform people what we do so that way they know it exists. So if you know of somebody who needs help with credit, or you need help with credit, contact Darrin. He'll get you the information. If you're interested more in how the money works, or, you know, looking for something part-time, get back with Darrin. Darrin can probably answer. If he can't, he'll get me on the phone. We'll answer your questions. You know, and we'd love to, you know, meet and work with more people who are kind of motivated and wanting to do something. So with that, you guys have a great day. Appreciate it.